All right, well, good evening, everyone. Again, my name is David Kilmnick. Pronouns are he, him, and I am the president and founder of the New York LGBT Network. And I want to welcome everyone and thank you. Thank you to our staff, thank you to our board, thank you to our volunteers, and thank you to all of you for being here tonight and for being part of what makes the New York LGBT Network so special. Now, as you already know, look around and let's look around. Our theme this year for the gala is Wonderland, and let's thank CM Performing Arts Center because they worked their butts off in putting this together. So our theme this year is Wonderland, and when you think about it, Wonderland is really about stepping into a place where things feel different, where the rules don't quite apply, and where you're discovering who you are and where you belong. And so many people in our community, and for so many people in our community, that journey is very real. Because before there was a Wonderland on Long Island, there was often a question. And I want to take you back for a moment to when I founded this organization over 3 decades ago. When I started what is now the New York LGBT Network 33 years ago, it wasn't a plan, it wasn't a strategy, and it definitely wasn't a career path. Instead, it started with a question. And at that time, 33 years ago, I was in graduate school at Stony Brook University studying for my master's in social work. And it came down, and some of you have heard this story already, many times probably, but it came down to our last semester where we had to choose to either do a master's thesis or a master's project. And I thought I was being a slick student saying, oh my God, I've written enough papers, I don't feel like doing this big thesis, I'm gonna do a project. And that project was to create a curriculum or a workshop to go into Long Island schools to talk about what it was like to grow up LGBT, particularly in the suburbs. And I got into about 7 different schools. When I say got into, sounds like it was a secretive mission and on the down low, and it pretty much was back then. And got into these schools to deliver that workshop. And no matter where I did it, whether it was the west end of Nassau County, the eastern end of Suffolk County, and everywhere in between, at every single one of those workshops, some students would wait around, they would shuffle their papers, they would throw them on the floor, and they'd wait for everyone else to leave so that they felt comfortable asking the gay speaker, myself, a question. And that question that the young people kept asking me was so simple. It was very simple. The question was, is there anywhere I can go just to meet other people like myself? Is there anywhere I can go just to meet other people like myself? And it wasn't to meet other people like themselves for a program, for an event. It was just a place where they wanted to meet someone like themselves for somewhere to be themselves and somewhere to be free. And at that time in 1993, too often the answer was no. So this organization was born out of that question that they asked, out of that moment, out of listening, out of showing up, and out of the belief that no one should ever have to ask that question and hear no or silence in return. And here we are 33 years later. So what started as a response to a question has become something so much bigger, a network, a movement, and a community. And today that question, is there anywhere I can go just to meet someone like myself, is being answered in so many different ways because of the work and the impact of the work and impact of the New York LGBT Network. It's answered by the young person who walks into one of our programs or to one of our centers and for the first time ever in their life feels seen. It's being answered by a senior who thought that they would grow older alone and instead finds connection, support, and belonging. It is answered by families and parents who know that their children will be supported and heard because we show up, we speak up, and we lead for change. And it's answered by our transgender community, who not only receive critical services and support, but know that they have a fierce advocate in the New York LGBT Network, an organization that will stand up to anyone, anytime, anywhere when our community is under attack. That question is answered through economic empowerment, through businesses finding connection, visibility, and opportunity through our Long Island LGBT Chamber of Commerce. And it's answered in moments of joy, when more than 150,000 people come together to celebrate Pride across Long Island, Queens, and the North Fork, because visibility, celebration, and connection still matter. They always have, and they always will. And that, my friends, is the New York LGBT Network. That's what we have built, what you have built, what we have built together. But let's be clear what's happening now. This work is happening in a time when what we stand for and what we do is not always welcome. But we have never been an organization or a community that waits for permission to be or to do what we do. We lead, we show up, and we get results over and over and over again. But nights like this matter. Nights like where we come together, like tonight here at the Crest Hollow Country Club, really matter. They really do. Because while we come together to celebrate tonight, we also have to recognize that the work ahead is just as urgent as it was in 1993, 33 years ago. Your support tonight and beyond is what allows us to continue leading, advocating, building, and protecting our community. It allows us, your support, allows us to make sure that no one is left asking that question, is there anywhere I can go just to meet other people like myself, and feeling like they have to figure that out on their own. Because the truth is, they don't have to. Not with the New York LGBT Network, and not with all of you in this room. So thank you. And tonight, we are proud to honor our gala champions, individuals who understand that this impact and the work of the New York LGBT Network doesn't happen by accident. It happens because people step forward, they invest in the work that we do, and they stand with us. So congratulations to all of our champions who you're going to meet shortly. And to all of you, thank you. Thank you for being here, for believing in this work, and for being part of the answer to that question. Because 33 years later, when someone asks, is there anywhere I can go just to meet other people like myself? The answer is yes. Yes, you can come here. Yes, you will be seen. Yes, you will be heard. Yes, we will stand with you. Yes, you will belong. Yes, you will thrive, because this is our community, and we will always show up for each other. So have an incredible tonight, everyone, and let's celebrate together and continue to build that wonderland all across Long Island and New York City. Thank you.